ผมไปเจอผู้ชายคนหนึ่งครับเป็นหนุ่มอังกฤษนะครับชื่อว่าคริส รัสเซลผมว่าหลายๆคนน่าจะคุ้นเคยกับชื่อนี้ผมได้โพสต์เรื่องราวของเขานะครับลงในเพจนะครับแล้วก็หลายๆคนนั้นเข้ามาให้ความสนใจหลายคนตกใจนะครับว่ามีผู้ชายคนหนึ่งจากประเทศอังกฤษเดินทางมาวิ่งตั้งแต่แม่สายนะครับเหนือสุดของประเทศไทยวิ่งลงใต้นะระยะทางรวมแล้วเนี่ยประมาณ 2,100 กว่ากิโลเมตรนะครับจากเหนือสุดของประเทศไทยลงใต้ไปที่อำเภอเบตงตลอดเวลา50 วันเป็นเรื่องที่น่าสนใจมากนะครับสำหรับพ่อหนุ่มคริส รัสเซลของเรานะครับวิ่งระยะทางรวมนะครับจากแม่สายเหนือสุดของประเทศไทยไปถึงอำเภอเบตงใต้สุดของไทยเรานะครับระยะทางรวมทั้งหมด 2,121 กิโลเมตรภายในระยะเวลา50 วันครับเขาใช้เวลาวิ่งทั้งหมด46 วันแล้วก็มีวันพักแค่4 วันเท่านั้นเองนะครับเพื่อนๆและที่น่าตกใจไปกว่านั้นครับคือพ่อหนุ่มคนนี้เนี่ยใช้รองเท้าวิ่งแค่คู่เดียวนะครับตลอดระยะทาง 2,121 กิโลเมตรรองเท้าจากดีแคทลอนราคาคู่ละ700 บาทโอ้โหอันนี้แบบว่าหักปากกาเซียนมากๆนะคะใช้คู่ละ700 บาทวิ่งระยะทางมากกว่า 2,000 กิโลเมตรนะครับแล้วที่น่าตื่นตาตื่นใจมากกว่านั้นคือผมตกใจมากตอนที่ผมคุยกับเขาเนี่ยเขาใช้เวลาวิ่งต่อวันนะครับรวมแล้วเนี่ยประมาณ 4-5 ชั่วโมงระยะทางต่อวันเนี่ยประมาณ40 กิโลเมตรประมาณวันละ1มาราธอนในการวิ่งแต่ละวันนะครับแล้วก็เพสที่เขาใช้วิ่งประมาณเพส6นะเพื่อนๆนึกภาพดิวิ่งเพส6ทุกวันวันละ1มาราธอนนะครับวันแรก42 45เนี่ยผมดูสถิตินะเดี๋ยวผมเอาให้เพื่อนๆดู1มาราธอนแล้ววิ่งที่เพสประมาณ6นะครับมีบางวันฟิตช่วงวันท้ายๆเนี่ยเขาวิ่งอยู่ที่เพส5ด้วยทึ่งในความสามารถของเขามากนะครับโอเคเดี๋ยวเราไปฟังความคิดเห็นของเขากันครับว่าทำไมเขาถึงมาวิ่งที่ประเทศไทยนะครับเขามีเหตุผลอะไรนะครับแล้วการเรสฟันของเขาครั้งนี้ระดมเงินทุนในการบริจาคให้กับเด็กๆผู้ด้อยโอกาสในบ้านของเราเนี่ยเป็นอย่างไรบ้างนะครับผมโอเคไปฟังกัน
So we start with the first question again. What inspired you to do the running and why did you choose Thailand to be the place for your run?
Okay, yeah. So the simple answer, I really enjoy running. My preferred running is sort of long distance endurance style running. I don't particularly enjoy like 5-kilometer runs and short distances. I sometimes do them. I think it was about adventure and a challenge. It's a bit unknown. Like you're not sure if you can finish it. It's like like a challenge where you think, I want to finish it, but I don't know how it's going to go. So it was that kind of like personal challenge of, I want to finish it, but I need to find out if I can finish it. If that makes sense, yeah.
And why did you choose Thailand to be the place?
I spend a lot of time, here, and I really like the country. The people, the food, the scenery, the nature. I think it started from my father. His wife is Thai. She's from Khon Kaen. So when I was young, I came to Thailand, and as I've got older, I keep coming back to Thailand. And, I really like the country. It's a simple answer, but Have you ever participated in any races in Thailand before? One race, yeah. I should do more actually, and I think I will try and enter more. I did a race in Khon Kaen. It was called the, let me get this right, Khao Suan Quang.
Khao Suan Quang.
Yes, Khao Suan Quang. It was a 63-kilometer race. It was in April, which is, I believe, the hottest month in Thailand.
Yeah, it is.
And it was very hot, but I really enjoyed it. And I've done a lot of races in England, which have been great. But the race in Thailand, it was like really well organised. I was like amazed. Like they had so many on the trail. They had so many markers out, and the medics.
And lots of food.
Lots of food. Checkpoint. Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's amazing.
The running officer in Thailand take care, very take care.
Yeah, I was really impressed. Yeah.
So means that your running for this challenge is come from your personal challenge. And how did you develop to be like a fundraising race run for you?
Yeah. So once I got the idea of doing the run, and then I had it all mapped out, I sort of realised it's quite a big challenge, and I think it could raise maybe quite a lot of money for charity. And I was speaking to a friend, and my friend said, you should definitely try and raise some money for charity. I've spent a lot of time in Thailand over the years, and it just seemed a nice thing to try and give something back to a country I like to come to, and a country that has kind of given a lot to me. So yeah, when I had the idea, I wasn't sure of what to raise money for, and just decided to raise money for children and schools and orphanages.
Okay, so now you have goals, and now you know your direction, where to go, and how did you prepare yourself, and how long did it take you to prepare for this challenge?
Yeah, so after the race last year in Khon Kaen, and I had the idea of the run in Thailand, I got back to England. I started researching the route, and then training-wise would be I did some back-to-back marathons, sort of Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I started running like on consecutive days, so like I'd run Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe have a day off Saturday and Sunday. And then I started to run 2 times a day, maybe like 8 kilometres in the morning and then in the evening. And yeah, just started like increasing the volume of miles. And when I came to Thailand in December, I trained in Krabi for 3 days. Only 3 days, but yeah.
Because I'm a bit surprised, you did, even though you did like back-to-back running and a morning and evening run, but those runs were in UK.
Yes.
With a nice cool breeze weather.
Yeah.
And now you came to Thailand. Even in December, the weather is like so far different from the weather in the UK. And you took you only 3 days, right, to adjust yourself and everything with the Thailand's weather.
Yeah. So yeah, I arrived in Thailand, I think December 11th, and a little bit of time in Bangkok. Went down to Krabi. I've got a good friend in Krabi who climbs on Tonsai called Harry. I think people might know Harry, but so I spent some time with him, and then I didn't climb, but yeah.
Oh, you mean in Railay?
Railay, yes.
Yeah.
But in like Krabi, Ao Nang, I did 3 days running, and it was like 30 kilometres each day. So day 1, 30 kilometres, day 2, day 3, and that was in December. And then just before New Year, I did a run in Kanchanaburi, maybe like 26 kilometres, I think.
26.
Yeah.
How do you find the weather in Kanchanaburi?
Hot.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be one of the have the highest temperature
Is it?
in the summer. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So very hot and many dogs.
Yeah.
Many dogs. And that was it. And then we started to head up to Mae Sai. I think I did one run, like a small run in Pai Yao, like 7 kilometres, just to, I don't know, and then got to Mae Sai. Yeah, started running. Yeah.
Yeah. Before you start to do your race, to your run, have you ever heard about the rock singer, the Thai rock singer that used to do the run from like from the south, Betong to up north before? Or?
So originally, when I started to map the idea out, I didn't know, but I quickly found out. So when I was like researching, I was like, oh, there's a famous Thai singer who did the run. Was it 2017?
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So at first I didn't know, but then I found out, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. Yeah. He seems a really nice guy.
So you run in the same road, same direction?
I'm not sure, but I'd like to find out. I'm curious what. I imagine it's a similar route, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
I think he started off from the south.
Yeah.
But you decide to start from Mae Sai.
Yeah.
Do you have any reason that why you want to start from up north?
Yeah,
instead,
the
or-
only reason to me was it like mentally it seemed easier to run south.
Oh, yeah.
Just like mentally, I don't know. Yeah, there's no reason apart from like I feel like if I was running north, it seems like I'm going like uphill. It doesn't make sense, but it was just like a mental thing. Yeah.
And anyone help you to do the mapping for the route?
No.
Yeah.
So what I used was Garmin. You know, you can map out routes on Garmin. So like from what I would do was from Mayside, I would like map a route out,
Yeah.
and then I would finish the run,
Yeah.
pin it on Google Map, and then when I got to my room at night time, I would map the next day out on Garmin, and then just keep doing that. And yeah, it was perfect.
Have you planned about the accommodation before the race, before the run? I mean, like
No.
where you have to stay in each night.
No, so what I would do was I would map it out on Garmin, and then like zoom in,
Yeah.
and then look for accommodation, and then I would use Google Maps, and then so find accommodation. So in the first half of the run, my dad, my father, he came with his truck. So after the run, we could find accommodation. Then in the second half of the run, it was just me, like nobody else. So like the distance had to change. So some days I would run like 60 kilometers. Some days I would run 50 kilometers. Some days I would run like 40. It just because of accommodation, the distance would change. Yeah. But,
So this is the day by day planning.
yeah.
Day by day.
Yeah. But for example, if I knew I was going to be in like Hua Hin in like 3 days, I could like maybe research a hotel and then maybe book in advance. But if I was like in between towns, then I just have to see. Yeah.
แล้วมีคนช่วยป่ะ
You have any supporter or anyone assist you during the run
Or like somebody like run with me, or like
or
running with you
running with you or like support you on the as a medic or
No.
help you with any arrangement for food and everything.
no. So
alone
Not alone.
by yourself
yeah. So I just sort of use like 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven
Yeah.
best friend for you
That's perfect, yeah. But like I say, on the first half of the run, so maybe the first
first half
25 days,
25 days from แม่สาย
from Mayside to like maybe I think like around Hua Hin.
หัวหิน
My father was around, like, but he wasn't like, he wasn't a medic or anything like that. He was just more just I'd meet at the end of the run, and if we need to find accommodation, and then after Hua Hin, he go back to Khon Kaen to spend time with his wife, and then after Hua Hin, just me, only me, yeah.
talk about your father what did your father say that you want to challenge yourself
Yeah, he's a great guy, but he's not. He wouldn't like, you know, like go Chris. He's just sort of. I can show you some photos. He had a chair and he'll fall asleep in the chair. You know, and he wouldn't. But he's a very good man. Yeah. He's very nice. Yeah.
You know that that I mentioned about the rock, the famous singer. He has like almost like I think more than like 20 people assisting him, right? Yeah, but you're by yourself.
Yeah.
Full time.
Yeah.
So I read from your post in Facebook that you have the enemies during the run as well, right?
Yeah.
The dogs.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah, they cause a lot of problems, yeah. I like dogs. I think they're great. I love dogs, yeah, but yeah, they did cause a lot of problems. I think maybe they are very territorial. You know, you run past the dog's home, and they want to defend their property. So some were friendly, but many was like not friendly. I feel quite lucky to not have a dog bite, like a dog bite me, but
did you get into any situation that you meet the dog one by one?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
many, yeah, many times, and some were very scary actually. I think there was one time in the north of Thailand, do you know like a German Shepherd?
German Shepherd.
Yeah, so I was like running past, and I was literally maybe 200 meters to finish in the run on that day. So I was like, like really happy and like running along and finish. And then this German Shepherd just came from running over, and then I like jumped into the main road. Didn't check for like traffic. I jumped into the main road. Some local Thai people stopped on the motorbikes to help.
Yeah.
The owner of the dog had a huge stick, and I was like, oh wow, yeah. But yeah, the dogs, many times cause a problem, but yeah, it's okay, yeah.
And which route that you think is the most difficult for you or the most challenging route for you?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. So in the north of Thailand, there was quite like hills, but I like that. That feels good to me. I'd say the most challenging was sort of around Bangkok.
Around Bangkok.
Yeah, like highways, traffic. I'm not sure if I took the best route. I think I took like maybe I'd be interested to see Toon Body Slam's route, because I went on some highways and I was like, that's not a good idea. Yeah.
Did you run past the Bangkok?
I'd sort of I thought I went like around Bangkok, but I was on like some busy highways, and then
พระรามสองรามาทู
Rama
Yes,
because
yeah.
you face two or hit, right? You go.
yeah, and then so that was probably the most challenging. And
So you come, maybe you came from Ayutthaya.
yes, I did, yeah, I did, yeah.
And bypass, not going this is not going the center.
The centre I kind of went around, and I was thinking, oh, this should be okay, be going around, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was busy. Yeah.
And what about your what did you eat in each day, like breakfast, lunch or dinner? How do you divide your meal? How you
Yeah, so I'd always wake up at my alarm would always go off at 6:15, and that was every day. And I had like a routine. I'd have like 2 coffees. If breakfast was available at the accommodation, I'd take breakfast. Sometimes I just have like energy bars, and then maybe get like a few bananas at 7-Eleven. And I wouldn't really eat any like meals on the run. So I think some days maybe I would get like if it was like a 60 kilometer, I might get like a khao pad gai,
Khao pad gai.
or pad kapao. But I'd usually wait till I'd finish and then get like a big meal, pad kapao. But I'd always, I'd have to show you a picture, but there was like these energy bars from 7-Eleven. You had like carbohydrate, protein. They were 15 baht. So really cheap, and they was perfect, yeah.
So basically, you consume more of like a protein or energy bar during the run.
Yes.
Rather than-
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'd probably have maybe how many? Maybe 2 per hour, 1 per hour. Something like.
And just water or the Gatorade or those kind of energy drink as well.
Gatorade, water. A lot of water. Gatorade, yeah. And then what's the one in Thailand? Is it called Sponsor?
Sponsor.
Yeah.
Sport drink in Thailand sponsor.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Did you run every day during the challenge?
No.
Do you
So-
have race day as well?
Yeah. Originally, I wasn't planning to have a rest day, but then I think my first rest day was around day 9, and I had a problem with my Achilles tendon. So I had my foot like swell. So I'd take a rest day, and then I just thought, well, the challenge is 50 days. If I average the distance, then that can give me 4 rest days. So I took a rest day with my ankle. I took my second rest day was I needed to extend my visa. So I took a minivan to Cambodia
Oh, yeah.
and back. And
On the same spot, right?
yeah, from the same spot. So, and then carried on the next day.
ยังไงนะ sorry
So, from which city that you took the minivan?
So I was around Bangkok,
Oh, around
and my
Bangkok.
visa was going to finish. So I took a minivan to Cambodia,
Oh, yeah.
got back the same day.
Oh, yeah.
So the next morning,
But that was like about 6 hours on the bus.
yeah,
something,
8 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
ไปต่อ
ไปต่อวีซ่า
Yeah.
อ๋อโอเคโอเค
And then the next morning I carried on running.
Oh, yeah.
My third rest day was Wahin.
หัวหิน
I felt okay. I didn't feel like I maybe needed a rest day, but just sort of my plan was 50 days. I sort of then planned for four days, and then my last rest day was on day 40. Day 40.
Day 14.
40. So and then in my head I was like, I want 10 days to the finish. So I took a rest day on day 40, day 39.
Day 39.
Yeah, and then 10 days to finish. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you talk about that you have the Achilles problem on your first race day. Did you face any major injury or anything? Or
Yeah,
just-
like not like major injuries, but like I think the ankle was a problem. Like it stayed around for maybe 5 days, and then the other problem was when I got around Bangkok, my thigh had a tendon problem on my thigh, and that lasted for maybe 3 days. Most of the injuries was in the first half of the run. The second half, I think my body just like adapted, yeah, and I didn't really have too many problems in the second half. Yeah, it was very hard. Like the weather was hot, you know. It was like long,
any moments that you think that, oh no, I think I'm gonna quit now.
No moments that I thought was going to quit, because I think like mentally I feel like I've got like quite a strong head but there was a moment in Bangkok. It was the only day where to finish a run short. Like I'd planned 45 kilometers, and I got to 30 kilometers and my thigh was like really sore and hurting, and then I got to 38 and I just thought it makes more sense to finish the run early, to try and rest it and then carry on tomorrow. And I think I was a bit like mentally a bit like down because I was not very happy. But yeah, no days I felt like I was going to quit. Yeah, no, I was pretty motivated. Yeah.
Okay. So neither quit or you don't think about that you're gonna extend the day more than 50 days as well.
No, I wanted 50 days. Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was sort of. I was pretty. But I mean, you know, if I had another injury, then maybe more days. But yeah, thankfully, yeah, no, yeah.
next challenge
Oh yeah.
and next your challenge
I've got some plans back in England. There's a few races in England. There's a famous one called. I'd have to send you a link, but there's a race in England called the Bob Graham. Bob Graham.
Bob Graham
It's like a traditional trail race in the Lake District. So it's in the north of England, and I've wanted to do it for a few years, and I might be doing it this year or next year. So that's the next challenge. Yeah.
Have you ever done London Marathon?
No, actually, I've done a few marathons, but not the London Marathon. Yeah. Have you?
No.
Yeah, I want to.
I hope one day
Yeah.
also
I also want to do the Con Ken Marathon.
Oh, you went to Content Marathon?
No, but I want to maybe next. Is it January?
It's in January. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be nice. Yeah. What about you? Have you done many marathons?
Yeah, a few marathon I did. Yeah.
Have you? Yes.
4-time marathon
Okay. Yes.
4-time have you bring your shoe running shoe
I have.
you
Yes.
use in the challenge
They're in the
Can
bag.
you show me? Can you show
Yeah,
me?
they're a bit dirty.
You have only one shoe or?
2.
Shoe
Yeah. Oh, sorry. No, 1 shoe.
only one shoe
Oh, yeah. So the whole run.
Only one shoe.
Yeah.
Can you show me?
Yeah, they were only 700 baht.
And how do you choose your shoes? Because your shoes come from Decathlon, right?
Yeah, I just went shopping and they felt really comfortable. So
So you didn't plan to use the other brand or?
no, not really. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so they look quite good, I think.
This is the shoe that you run from Masai to Bangkok.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Only one shoe.
One shoe, yeah. I think they're pretty cool, aren't they?
ต้องถ่ายรูปเขากับลง
And
Can I take your picture, please?
700 baht.
700 baht.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
Close it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, can I zoom in?
Oh, yeah.
The shoe. This is your weapon.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they look good, don't they? Oh, even the bottom.
Oh. This is running for 2,000.
Yeah.
2,000 kilometers.
2,100. Yeah. I think they're a good shoe.
First buy and run for Masai.
Yeah, so I used them maybe two times before I started running. So I used them in Kanchanaburi. Maybe in Kanchanaburi one time.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kanchanaburi.
yeah, and then
take to Masai.
one time in Payao, like a small run. Yeah,
And,
but yeah.
and what did you use back in England?
So I've got some like trail shoes which are quite maybe more expensive, and I have bought expensive shoes before, but I don't know. I don't think you need expensive shoes sometimes. Yeah,
And how did you feel when you use this shoe?
yeah. I think they're really comfortable. I bought them one size bigger, so like I'm a shoe size 7. These are a size 8, and I think that made like a big difference. It helped a lot. Yeah. And I think another big difference was I changed the
Insole.
yeah.
Shade the insole.
Side. It was from Decathlon, but yeah, I changed the insole just a bit comfy. Yeah,
This is from Decathlon.
yeah,
And
but
change the inside. You change the insole.
yeah, insole from Decathlon too.
You bought them from in Thailand?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
bang na.
Bang na.
Yeah.
สปอนเซอร์เข้าแน่นอน I knew the Decathlon and
But I read the reviews on Decathlon, and people were saying like Decathlon's own brand is actually really good quality. So I was like, well, it felt when I tried the shoes on in the shop, it felt really good, and yeah.
You know, like when I was in Switzerland, when I did the trail running race, and you know, like how when I was in Thailand, before I moved to Switzerland, everyone was gonna buy like the big brand, the famous brand.
Yeah.
But when I was there, many races, people like the Swiss people or the French or the German, they always use the Decathlon.
Really?
Like, yeah, like the bag or like the shoes and everything. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. Because like everything I used on the run from Bayside to Beitung, everything was Decathlon. Like my bag, my t-shirt, my hat. It was like really good. Yeah. I think is it French? Is it a French company?
it's French.
Yeah.
company.
So can you tell like the moment that you like almost when you like think that because you don't have like the actual finish line or like a balloon, but when you finish your run, how do you feel?
Yeah, it was great. So I got to the border of Beitung. I suppose I was a little bit emotional, but excited to finish. It was like a long journey. It's quite hard to explain, I suppose. It was a bit strange getting to the finish. So on the last day, I wanted to really like push. I wanted to run like fast or as fast as I could run, and it was quite hilly on the last day. I enjoyed like really sort of fighting, to the end, if that makes sense. So my pace felt quite good for the last day, and then got to the end. Had a bit of a party in Beitung. It was the same day, but there was a big festival in Betong on that day, and the Prime Minister was there.
Oh,
Yeah, I got a photo with the Prime Minister. And yeah, the people in Betong was really friendly. Yeah, I met some great people. I'll be excited to go back as well. Yeah, I met some good friends.
So you ran from Hat Yai to Betong, right?
Yes, yeah.
So the road is quite hilly.
Yes, yeah. How have you been?
Yeah, I've been to Betong before.
Yeah, it's honestly the road from Yala to
Yala,
Betong was like amazing. Yeah, it's probably the best. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about the road in Thailand?
Okay,
As
so-
for the runner.
Right, honest answer. I think some roads are very good. Many roads. Maybe no. Hang on. Let me think. I never had a big problem on the roads, right? I know there is a danger. You know, I don't want to say it's not. There is a danger of running on the roads, but that's the same in any country. So yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, I think because I'm running, I think maybe the cars and the trucks and the motorbikes maybe see and maybe take more time. Yeah, well, I never had a problem. There were some times when maybe a little bit too close to the traffic, or overall it felt okay. Yeah.
Did you get to meet any villagers or the local people along the way as well? Or?
Oh, yeah, so many. Yeah,
Yeah.
Many, I've got so many memories. I've got so many photos. A man. So many people stopped on motorbikes and trucks and cars and said, "Bye now." Is that where you?
Bye.
Bye, yeah. And
Where do you go?
Where do you go? And then, do you want a ride? Do you want to take me to the next town? Give me water. When I told them, I had like a card in Thai, you know, about the run. So when I showed the card, so many people would like give money, you know, for the charity. And then, so yeah, what I was going to show you was when I was in the south of Thailand, this man gave me this.
Oh.
Yeah. Not this, but this. He was driving a truck, and I told him about the run, and he said, "Oh, this will give you good luck." Yeah. So it was that. Yeah, and yeah, so many memories. Yeah. In the north of Thailand, I ran past a lady who was selling pineapple. And then she said, "Bye now." And I was telling about the run, and then she gave me some pineapple. She gave me some money for the charity, and I was like, "Oh, it's amazing." Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
เขารู้สึกห่วงในตอนที่วิ่ง
Did you scare of anything when you did the run?
Dogs. Yeah, dogs. Yeah, just only dogs.
only dog
Okay.
Only dog. Yeah, it's just a few times like the dogs were a little bit scary, but I met some friendly dogs as well. But people, no, like everybody was like really friendly. Yeah, it was nice. It really nice. Yeah.
ก็จบกันไปเรียบร้อยนะครับสำหรับการสัมภาษณ์คริส รัสเซลนะครับพ่อหนุ่มจากอังกฤษของเรานะครับเราได้รู้แล้วว่าเป้าหมายแท้ๆลึกๆของเขาเนี่ยเขาต้องการชาเลนจ์ตัวเองอยากจะพิสูจน์ความสามารถของตัวเองว่าจะไปได้ไกลแค่ไหนแล้วเพื่อนๆล่ะครับมีเป้าหมายอะไรที่เราอยากจะพิสูจน์บ้างในปีนี้คอมเมนต์บอกกันมานะทำกันแล้วหรือยังนะครับคอมเมนต์บอกกันมาถ้าประกาศให้คนรู้นะถ้าเพื่อนๆประกาศให้คนรู้ผมบอกได้เลยว่ามันจะเป็นสิ่งที่เราสัญญากับตัวเองว่าเราจะทำให้ได้นะครับคอมเมนต์บอกกันมาหน่อยครับว่าเพื่อนๆมีเป้าหมายอะไรอยากจะพิชิตบ้างในปีนี้และเพื่อนๆได้ทำถึงไหนแล้วนะครับวันนี้ผมปอลาทุกคนไปก่อนนะครับขอให้ทุกคนมีความสุขกับการวิ่งครับบ๊ายบาย